It's Christmas night, and you know what that means. Do it for the love, and I do it for the likes. Make them know success don't come overnight. No make them know a substance over hype. Do it for the love, and I do it for the likes. Enough of them love likes, that's alright. Sit down on a post and what a go on, peeps, what a go on. It's a new day, it's a new dollar. And I'm still in Wales. And at the moment, I've just taken a on-off, hop-on-hop-off bus. And I'm at the, let me get this right, the National History Museum for Cardiff. And I think there's a art museum there as well. But this is what it looks like. That's it right there. I'm just across the road. This way. And I think this is all part of it. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me, where did that come from? Thank you. Oh my goodness, where did that sneeze come from? Yeah, so it's such a beautiful building. And the one next to it's quite beautiful as well. There's a tower there, but there's also a little park, and I'm gonna eat my bacon cheese sandwiches. I bought some of that bacon cheese and I made some rolls. So I wouldn't have to spend any money. Well, I did spend money to buy it. I went to Sainsbury's and bought it, but they had some, what do you call it, vegan cheese. So I made myself vegan cheese salad sandwiches. So I was just taking a break from the museum because there's a lot. You can see, look at the size of this building, it's a lot, and I'm going to go back in again. But it's actually quite interesting. It's all about Wales and all about, they found some new dinosaurs in Wales or something. And they were just showing about earthquakes and all sorts of nonsense. So yeah. So I'll be back, peeps. What's up, on, peeps? I'm actually across the road now. I'm sitting down on the bench. But I'm in this beautiful little park. And I'm not sure what it's called, but the plaque is there. But I'm just behind where the museums are, and it's huge. I'm just knackered, so I need to take a break. I'm going to take a pew. I'm just trying to zoom in and see if I can see what the name of this park is. Does it tell me that? No, the plaque's on the other side. But isn't that pretty over there? I don't know what's going on over there, but there's a cameraman set up over there as well. Don't know what's going on there, but something to do with saving animals or something. But yeah, oh look, wherever you go, mega bus, £1 mega bus, wherever you go. But yeah, it's very pretty, and this is what the park looks like. Very pretty park. So although it's a dull day, it's really muggy. I've got on my sweat top. I'll show you. I've got on my hat and my sweat top, and I'm actually sweating in this thing because it's really muggy. The weather's really changed. I've got my hat on today because I can't be bothered because I'm going home later. So I could be bothered, so yeah. So I'm going to go back to my hotel, get me bags, and make my way to the coach stop. And by the way, it only cost me £21. £21 return from Margate all the way here, but I had to go into London, catch another coach, and then from London it's about, what was it, 4 hours from London to Cardiff. That was a journey, but I listened to my audio book. That's what you should do. Download your audio books. I've got a library book. I get it free of charge. Download your audio books. Don't go to audio.com. Go to your library, get your digital PIN number, and get your audio books and your magazines. I even get I've got all the magazines I get. So I download them before I go on a trip so I can read them, and my audio books. So top tip, and it's not sponsored either, and it's a top tip. Go to your library, get your digital PIN, download your audio books. They've got all sorts of books there as well. I'm reading black urban books at the moment, so they've got a section for black urban books, so it's really good. So anyway, I will check you later, peeps. I'm going to eat my sandwiches now. Speak to you later.
So his railway started to dominate the whole of the country. Well, this one here in Cardiff would have run from the valleys, Bertha-Tibbill, Pontypridd, Aberdeen, bringing the coal down to the docks and making Cardiff, as I said, very wealthy. Over on your left, this pretty building there, the frontage, that was the first infirmary, built outside the town in the 1840s, because Cardiff suffered two very serious epidemics, cholera and typhoid. Of course, there were no cures, many people died, so they built the little infirmary outside the town walls. 50 or so years later, it became our first university in Cardiff. Look there on the left, if you want to turn your head slightly, and you can see that's a mosaic to blind justice. So what about the prison? Well, 70 inmates initially, there are now 700. You can see behind this building here, the original, you've got more modern buildings. But what they do have in there, and it's quite unique, and there's in about 3 or 4 other prisons, is a restaurant, and it's called the Chronixc. And if you wanted to go there and have breakfast, lunches, afternoon teas, or evening meals, go online or phone up the Chronixc, Cardiff. It's really good. I took a load of friends there recently for a birthday I had. I went there for breakfast, so I've got my own first-hand experience of it. And the whole thing, from the moment you arrive and have your coats taken, to the time you leave with the bill being presented, it's all extremely well done. The men come out with an NVQ, and we know how popular cafe culture is now, and of course they come away from prison with some qualifications. So if you're looking for something different to do, well, go and have breakfast, you can always go home there and say you have breakfast in prison, which will certainly be a talking point. I'm referring to the Irish families. Well, this was very much the Irish quarter, known as Little Island or Newtown. As I mentioned, the second Marquis encouraged them to come across. They'd been suffering from the potato famine for several years. The crops had failed. Many emigrated to America, but many came here, and we still have a lovely Irish community here in Cardiff at the present day. So what did they do? Well, they helped build the railways and the docks and the roads. But this flyover overall, Link Road now has only been here for about 20 years. Look to your right or left, you'll see the old railway line that goes all the way up to London. Again, designed by Isambard Kingdom Brunel in the 1860s. We're very fortunate, we have a good rail service, as long as there's no leaves on the line, of course. And that goes to London, into Paddington. We run every half an hour, so it takes about 2 hours. Now as you look round, apart from these link roads, you can see we're a very flat city. And we used to flood quite badly because the Bristol Channel, that runs up by the side of Cardiff, has the second highest tidal rise in the world, the highest being in Canada. But looking to your right-hand side, this is man-made. If you imagine the when it was a tidal system, ships would come in and they'd have to go out on the next tide. Once you've got an enclosed dock, which is man-made, built in the 1860s, the ships can come in, they'd be larger ships, more export. Where we're driving down now, 170 miles of railway line, well, they would offload into the ships that were over in this enclosed dock on the right. And they do say you could walk from one side of this stretch of water to the other without getting your feet wet. There were so many ships in at any one time. But by the 1960s, when the pits were closing and the steel trade was ceasing, the area was falling into disrepair. So the city fathers had the building over on the right with the Golden Height roofs, that's our county hall, with a little bit of infrastructure and landscaping at the same time. So a lot of the buildings here have only been here for 15 or 20 years. If you want to get an impression of how it might have looked, look to your left-hand side. This is what remains of our steel industry, now owned by a Spanish company, no longer in British hands. Hard to imagine the docks, but if you look all around you, right and left, there would be no landscaping, no roads or roundabouts, no modern hotel like the one on the right, owned again by a Canadian company. This was all Cardiff docks as far as the eye could see, to your right and to your left. So what do we export now? Well, the steel cabling you can see over there, that goes all the way to the enclosed docks. And on the left you've still got the port of Cardiff. One of my favourite things about Cardiff is you have the old and the new working together in unison. Now what we have down here at the moment, we have someone who wants to alight. Please touch just round the corner here, if you just remain seated please, that'd be good. Go out on the walkway and we've got of course the Volvo transatlantic yacht thing, and I went out there last Saturday. It's fascinating, it's well worth a walk. It's about a 7 or 8 minute walk through out there, and on the left hand side you can see that big wheel that's not normally here, and you'll see the yachts, they're out of the water at the moment. You can go on to into the old docks that aren't normally open. So if you did want to alight here to go and have a look on that walk, just take your time when you go down the stairs. Jerry will be pulling into the bus stop here. I'd like to say to your thank you for travelling with us, and if you want to walk round and get the bus at any other point, just keep walking around to your left-hand side here, and you'll come up to stop 5. This is stop 4. So the buses come round here on 5.
Everybody I go like we, still we irie. Come in no love likes, in a dancehall style.